3, 2, 1, action! Back at it again with another God's Talk, and I got here with me.
What's going on, guys? Your boy Chauncey the Goat, also known as Mr.
And I got with me.
It be the boy Lil Joplin.
Yes, sir. And it's Mr. Third Strike himself in the bitty. So this week topic is going to be about relationships.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about relationships? Your spouse or your significant other being your only and solely friend, best friend.
Nah, definitely not.
Do y'all think that's unhealthy? That's the question. So the question is, do you think your spouse being your only friend / best friend is healthy?
Definitely not.
Why not?
You want to take off, Shanti?
Dang. I think it would be kind of weird, like, because I was going to say, like, if y'all having problems, well, I don't know. Because if you having problems with your spouse, I was going to say, what if you want to just talk to your boys about it? But then it's like, the best person to talk to would probably be the wife.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it can go both ways. So that is kind of...
I'm gonna let you ponder a little bit, because you know we don't do right defense. You yes or no.
I was used to riding the fence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Without a doubt. Definitely not. But I see where Shanti was coming from. Because I was on the fence too at first, but I realized, like, nah, bro. At the end of the day, like, when y'all having problems, you feel me, you need to go to another source just to, like, talk about. I'm not saying, like, let all y'all business out, but you feel me, sometimes you just got to get away from the issue itself. But I get where some people would be like, you feel me, if that's my only friend, then she could never be like, oh, you feel me, like, you always with your friends, you always spending time with your friends, like, you always with her. But that's toxic after a while, bro.
Okay, just to be the devil's advocate in this situation, what about the situation? What about the little phrase they say? Oh, because you said like you need somebody to talk to besides your spouse. Shoulder to cry on becomes the ride. You know what I'm saying? So, would you want your if you're having problems with your female or your spouse to go speak to someone else about the situation, which could turn into more?
That's a good question.
Is it a girl person that they're talking to or a guy person?
I mean, what if it don't matter? What if it's a guy or a girl? But
If it's a girl, no.
if it's a but okay, what if it's a guy? If it's a guy, what if it's a guy?
Yeah, if you're asking as a girl, it's like, what's she gonna ride on? Her lap? You know what I'm saying?
She could direct her to somewhere else. But what if it's a guy?
If that's the case, go ahead. Nah, if it's a guy, that's a whole different story. Like, why are you crying in the guy's shoulders and arms? Like,
what if she want to get a guy's
Oh, my
perspective?
man.
I'll be honest, I'm actually a fan of, like, you feel me, like, if you're a guy, it's cool to have a girl best friend. If you're a girl, have a guy best friend. I'm not
But anywho,
mad at that, but it's a difference between, like, letting, like, out personal business. You know, there's certain stuff that you know you could talk about, certain stuff that you know, like, kind of.
There's a line.
Right. Is that, like, just don't draw that line.
So deep stuff stay at home. Other stuff you can share.
Facts. Like it's some petty stuff that can, like, escalate. That's kind of like, yo, am I tripping right now? You know, like,
that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
it's really like you gotta be like, am I tripping?
Yeah.
But sometimes we do. You feel me? And sometimes them girls be like, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, but, like, this is where she's coming from. This is what she means.
Okay, I see where that can help. But why is it like so unhealthy if that's your only friend? Because isn't that supposed to be like someone you confide in, someone you talk to on a daily, like y'all supposed to build that relationship?
You're doing a very good job of this, by the way. But no, definitely not. At the end of the day, bro, like, y'all not gonna see eye to eye. You feel me? Every day. You feel me? And at the end of the day, that should be your best friend. Like, as far as, like, I should be able to tell you anything. I should be able to come to you, like, when I'm the happiest and the saddest. But at the end of the day, it's certain things that happen, like, throughout the relationship where it's like you don't agree with and she won't agree with. And it's kind of like y'all not going to ever get to a common ground if someone doesn't step out, you feel me, and just, like, clear their head, talk to some friends, and see if they're, like, really were tripping.
Okay, so this is a question on top of the question of the main topic, right? So, like we said, you know, that's the person you talk to, this, that, and the third. But what if y'all get to a situation, like, do you believe that there's certain things that you shouldn't tell your spouse then?
Certain things.
Yeah, because you said because that would be the only thing that really justify going out to other people to speak on things, because there's certain things you can't talk to your spouse about.
No, it's not. That's just that y'all can't agree. It's the fact that, you feel me, like, something happens and it's like I don't know why you did that. And like she doesn't understand like my point of it, and it's kind of
then
like
you need a third opinion and be like, all right,
not to make things escalate, because after a while in the argument, you can kind of see where you're not gonna get to a common ground. So that's when it's kind of like, you know what, let me just
get some outside opinions.
Like, and you feel like you just step out for like, you feel I need some space. Talk to the boys. You feel me? You feel me? Like it happens, bro.
Ask them like, yo, am I tripping? Like, give them explain to them that scenario or something similar to it, just to see if your mind's in the right place.
Okay, so if we're going off the scenario, like you go ask your boys, and you know how they say the bird and feather flock together. So do you feel like if you ask your boys for advice, they would be on your side? So you kind of have to go to opposite sex?
That's when you have to have real friends.
Right.
You know your friends.
But I'm saying, like, what if they see where you coming from? Like, let's say you're making sense on your argument, right? But it's just a disagreement. Like, two people can be right and disagree. So do you feel like that's when you have to go to the opposite gender and actually get their point of view in that?
I think in that case, that's when it's beneficial, yeah.
Right. And this way is to talk in codes, like, cause especially being like us that run shows like this, like you go ask about how do you feel about a certain like, and like pose it as like a topic, and I'm like, you know, well, no, and like stuff like that, kind of like, okay, damn, maybe was tripping.
Yeah, okay.
Like that's
you
how
can
I do
sneak it into places easily without asking directly.
Right. We're asking directly
when we do like stuff that we do.
Yeah. So I mean, I got y'all feedback. My feedback on the topic is, I feel like it's unhealthy, cause not even on the topics that y'all spoke on. I seen it from a different point of view. I see it as breathing. So bear with me. I'm gonna go deeper. We breathe every day as we sleep, as we're waking up. Like, you don't even think about breathing right now. I'm breathing, and I didn't even think about it until I actually said it. So then I come to take it for granted. That's why they say that if that's saying, oh, it's like a fresher breath air when I couldn't breathe, because then you truly appreciate it.
It's like a what?
It's a fresher breath air.
What?
A fresher breath.
Shut up.
Fresher breath.
Yeah. Hey, I said what I said.
Breath
man.
of fresh air. Man.
Don't care. Don't care.
Like
but no. But as I was saying, like.
What?
Shut up.
Y'all breathe fresh.
That's kind of funny.
Hey, but no. But like, so like, to go on the topic, it's pretty much saying that if I'm with you every second of the day and you're the only person I'm talking to you, without trying, I'm going to take advantage. Like, I'm going to take you for granted. I'm going to neglect you. I'm going to get tired of being around you. And then you just get angry. You're going to get angry for no reason. Like, they breathing a little too hard, you mad because that's the only person you talk to. It's like, stop breathing. It's like, and you get mad for no reason. So I feel that that's why you do need other friends. But as y'all stated earlier, there do need to be boundaries, because the relationship should be the top tier. That should be your best friend. But best friend means, to say best friend means that's above all others. So therefore, there need to be others to have a best friend.
That boy is good. Mm-hmm. Good and terrible.
Well put.
That's a good way to put it. The only thing I'm confused about now is, like, let's say it's you and your wife, and y'all are just always traveling the world. You're not around any of your other best friends. So isn't that technically like your only friend at that point?
Yeah, but then that's when in that case, I feel like you're going to have to take a vacation from vacationing. Because you need to interact with people that are either like not that person, because you need time to actually miss them. That's why when you spend so much time with somebody and then y'all go 3 days without each other, like, you be like, dang, I need some space, and then two days go by and you don't see them, you're going crazy, like, damn, I need them, because you had that time to actually.
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah,
I'm a big believer in that quote.
Because you appreciate what you were taking for granted because you were seeing them so long. So now you actually, dang, I do miss when they was breathing loud, bitch. Dang, I'm tripping. But if you just stay there, it's like, damn, you're annoying me, you're killing me. You know what I mean? So it can get very unhealthy, it can get toxic, and it can cause relationships to break apart.
Without a doubt. For sure. You start to notice a lot more, you feel me, when y'all starting to do, like, when you always around each other. And it starts to become, like, very, very annoying. Like, you always did this?
Was he really always like this? Like, I don't think I like it.
Nah. Space is very important to a certain degree.
And I also believe that it allows you two separate identities that can merge into one instead of just one big blob of nothingness.
Arguments.
Yeah, because if you can bring two separate people and allow them to coexist, that's a good thing. But if you're always together, you start to form the same exact habits, and a lot of people don't like themselves. Like a lot of people can't date them. Like you wouldn't be able to date yourself because you know your tendencies and you won't like it.
Oh, for sure.
But if you spend so much time with another person, they start to get those tendencies of yours that you may not like. And that's even...
That's very well put. That's very well put.
Yeah, and it's like, even when, like with y'all, like, we spend so much time together, we start saying the same exact words. And we won't even know where we got it from until we hear the other person say it. And it's like, damn, I don't even like saying this, but the person said it so much, it's just rubbed off. So, to wrap it up, is it healthy or not?
Definitely not.
Is it healthy or not?
Definitely not.
I say it's very unhealthy. And you should have other friends, but you need to be able to lay down the boundaries and not cross that line that these two gentlemen stated before. So, if you have any other topics that you would like to hear on Guys Talk, I'm going to be having more guests with more insightful people pulling up. You know, the cast is getting bigger and bigger, so I'm going to have more cameos. Leave comments down below on topics you want to hear, or you can personally DM me on Instagram, and I do reply. I'm going to drop my Instagram down here, and then I'm going to drop their @names somewhere.
Yes, sir.
And stay tuned to Not So Podcast every Thursday.
You feel me? From 8 to 10, and Truth to Drink, you feel me? Coming at you this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We out.